It is a pleasure for me to stand here. Last year, the reason I came up last year, I read in the Charlotte Observer about what you guys were doing. And I'm thinking, in the middle of the summer, these young men are going into class and studying about how to better themselves instead of about shooting basketball. Nothing wrong with shooting basketballs or hanging on the corner. Nothing wrong with hanging on the corner, I guess. But you guys chose another path. And I said, let me call and see if I can be a part of this, because if you guys decide to do this, then I want to be a part of what you're doing. And so thank you for allowing me last year to come and speak to you, and thank you for allowing me to come back this year and speak to you. And thank you for having good sense. So when I was a young man, that was a long time ago, when I was a young man, the nicest thing that you could say about someone is that they had good sense. But you don't hear that word used much anymore, good sense. I'm not sure why. But what you all are doing makes absolute good sense to me. And so what I want to talk to you about today, I want to talk to you about being good to yourself. Part of what Robert was talking about in terms of grace and some of the other things he was talking about, he is challenging you to be good to yourself. Now, before we get too deep into being good to yourself, I want to introduce you to several things. One is, last year I talked about energy, and I want to talk to you about energy today. So I would like to give you just a slight demonstration of the power of tuning into energy. So if everybody would sit up straight. You know, you hear grown folks tell you all the time to sit up straight. How many of you have ever been washing a car or watering your grass with a hose, and the hose get a kink in it? And what happens when the hose gets a kink in it? Stops flowing, the water stops flowing, right? Your spine is the energy center for your body. And if you slump over or sit crooked or slump, you put a kink in your spine, so your energy can't flow. And so when we ask you to sit up straight, all we're asking you to do is to allow the energy in your body to flow. And so it's just a good idea to practice sitting straight and erect. You don't have to sit stiff. I'm not asking you to sit stiff, I'm just asking you to sit straight. So if you would sit up straight and put both feet flat on the floor and close your eyes. Now, close your eyes. All I want you to do is just pay attention to your breath. Don't do anything with your breath. Just pay attention to it. Just watch where it comes in and goes out. Your breath will come in and it will stop. And then it will go out and it will stop. And that space between where your breath comes in and goes out is a very special energy. That's a place where you can go. When Robert was talking about quiet